Hey YouTube, this is a video response to a question a YouTube subscriber asked me, and he asked about guppies, and guppies are probably the easiest fish you can possibly have. As far as taking care of them and things of that sort, you just got to do this is 20 gallon, you just got to do that much of a water change every week. And if I had less guppies, I probably would do it every 2 weeks. I don't know if you can see all the babies in there. I start off with, I think, 2 males and 6 females, so quite a bit of babies. There's a bunch swimming in the Java moss. You just gotta feed them and do your weekly water change if your tank is extremely stocked. I don't have a hanging filter, so if you have a hanging filter, you could probably go, I would say, maybe 2 weeks on 20% water change. I have it set up where my thermometer is directly at 20%. The only big issue you have to worry about is guppies will get what's called worms, and basically they get worms and they get really skinny and anorexic and die like that. Kind of sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. I will probably end up flushing it or freezing it or whatever, just colding it out so it doesn't sit there and just die. I mean, they don't eat. The other thing you have to worry about when it comes to guppies is I lost my train of thought. Miscarriage or whatever. They can actually die and whatnot in the process of miscarriage. As far as plants go, I personally like the Java moss with no gravel, but it's not really a big issue. Amazon sword does very well, and I think looks very good in a planted tank. If you are really low light and you don't have a whole lot of light, I would go with Java fern. There's guppy grass. It's called guppy grass. It's kind of funny. It looks like little tiny grasses sticking up if you have a planted tank. What else? I think it's called like hornthorns or something like that. Hornthort. It's like horn something. I mean, I couldn't tell you the exact name, but it's basically, it looks kind of stringy, but it's like a Java moss kind of. It's kind of like a Java moss kind of plant, in the sense where it like grows, but it grows like in like a line kind of thing, and it grows like out, but it's in like a line kind of tube, kind of like a. Let's see if I have a. Okay, it's more like this. Sorry about that. It's a live plant, but it looks like this. This is a fake plant, of course, but it looks like in that sense, but it's like more planty looking, and it grows in that direction, if that makes sense. Like it grows out, but in. But yeah, basically, it's pretty simple to keep them. I know a lot of people that keep just male guppies. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a bunch of people that just keep female. They split their females, and they're hardcore breeders. Cory catfish, I think, are the easiest thing to have with them. They do a very good job of cleaning. For a 20 gallon, I mean, if you want it to just a show tank, I'd go with nothing but male guppies, or if you want to give them a girlfriend, 1 male and 2 or 3 females. The only other thing I would suggest, I mean, other tank mates they can have are tetras, neons, mollies, of course, any other kind of live bears. I had dwarf grammies with them at one point in time. I think they look very pretty. So, if you guys have any more questions or comments, feel free to ask. If it's something worth talking about, then I'll probably make a video response / question towards people. So it's a lot easier this way than me trying to answer questions through a message that I can just talk about or a video response over. But yeah. Java fern, not Java fern, maybe just Java fern. But basically, low light plants will probably work very well. But planted tank, not planted tank, gravel, guppies pretty much do very well in any kind of circumstances. I mean, you can have 2 or 3 in a 5 gallon, and they will still look pretty amazing, in my opinion. So, but the only real issue you have to worry about is the females. The females get that anorexic thing going, the worm I mean, that's the only thing I can really call it, is the worm. There's one right there, but you can't really see it because of the light. But they get really skinny and for no reason, and they just stop eating, and the male tries to mate with them, and they just kind of look at him like, what the hell is he doing? So I would just say just cull them out. Don't, there's no point in them living in their tank and then eventually dying and getting all your other fish sick. So not worth it. So, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they've had enough babies in here where that female will get replaced. So any questions or comments, feel free to ask, or if you just want to subscribe, go ahead. Alright, thanks. Bye.